So I'm going to talk about the divine masculine today. You'll have heard this term being thrown around in the journey that you might be in, the path that you might be following, and you might think, oh gosh, I don't know what it is. You'll have heard of divine feminine, you might know a little bit more about that, but the divine masculine tends to not be talked about as much. So I'm just going to talk a little bit about it, just to give you a bit more guidance of what it is and how you can achieve the balance of the divine masculine and the divine feminine. So the divine masculine represents the psychological, spiritual and archetypal ideal of what we call the masculine energy. And it's a true expression of masculinity that is manifested through thoughts, actions and beliefs that you express and you follow. So there's many benefits of awakening the divine masculine in ourselves, because we need the balance of the divine masculine with the divine feminine for us to have balance and harmony in our spiritual and physical lives. So by awakening this energy, you will find that you'll have more self-confidence. You'll have a better ability to be objective in the world and the life that you have around you. You might have more improved critical thinking, and you will probably have a better emotional balance in your life. You'll also find that deep inner connection to that warrior that we all have, that we need to find and we need to connect with. And you'll also, if you can get the balance right and connect more with the divine masculine, you will have a better ability of enhanced willpower. You'll find you'll have more improved self-discipline, and you'll find that the mental clarity that you experience will be clearer and more conscious for you. You'll also find that you will be able to set self-boundaries and boundaries for those around you in a better way. So by balancing the divine masculine with the divine feminine, it's healthy because it will bring everything into harmony, and it will also further you along your spirituality path if it's something that you wish to progress with. So the qualities of the divine masculine, it tends to be more associated with the logical side of you, so more with the left side of the brain than the right side, which is more connected with the divine feminine. You find for those who have not quite the balance of both and have more of that divine masculine energy running through them, they tend to be more action oriented towards a goal. So it's more about reaching that physical objective through the physical side rather than the emotional side. Creates more physical strength for what you need, and you do find that with this, the divine masculine, people tend to seek what we call that self-mastery more. They tend to be more closed off, more protective, and also more competitive. They tend to be more in constant motion of always on the go rather than stopping and just being. So they're always doing rather than just being and quiet and finding that space for themselves. Tend to seek more material possessions as a sign of success of what they've achieved and what they need to do. They like order. They find that they make decisions that are based on information they gain rather than their intuition that they may need to follow more. And you find that with the divine masculine, you're more focused on the physical world and the appearances that you show and give out around you. So if you wish to create that balance between the divine feminine and the divine masculine, there's lots of exercises that you can do just to bring in that divine masculine, because there's sometimes times and opportunities where we need to have that deeper connection. So you need to maybe consciously connect and work through any relationships that you might have at this present moment or in the past that are associated with the masculine side. So masculine relationships that were maybe more dominant that you need to work through, and just look at old issues, old wounds that might need to be worked through. Take responsibility in life for where you want to go, what you want to create, and where you want to be. Connect with that inner father, meditate, look at what needs to come out from there and work through what is shown. Also change the ideas of your life conditioning, because the masculine side tends to be, oh, we've got to be strong, we've got to be firm, we can't let our emotions out, we can't cry. Change that life patterning, change that life conditioning, because you want to connect more with your inner self, create more divine masculine energy, which will then bring in the balance of both for you. Maybe connect with someone who represents the masculine role that you admire. Find a figure, a past figure, a present figure, even somebody who might be a guide, and just look and see if you can make that connection and work through relationships that might help you there. Find that inner warrior, find that power, that strength that we've all got and you know you have in there. And be assertive, be proud, be confident, and be active. So by gaining that balance of both and working through your divine masculine, it will bring your whole life into better balance and better harmony.